Imagine pulling the plug in a bathtub full of water. You watch the water begin to spiral, slowly at first, then faster and faster, swirling toward that dark center where everything disappears. Now imagine that drain is so powerful that not even light can escape once it gets too close. This is a black hole. Not a hole at all, but a point in space where gravity has become so impossibly strong that anything crossing its edge vanishes from our universe forever. Somewhere out there, right now, millions of these cosmic drains are quietly swallowing stars, planets, and light itself. And one of them sits at the very center of our galaxy, 4 million times heavier than our Sun. Picture a giant building made of playing cards, each card carefully balanced against the others. For millions of years, a massive star works exactly like this. The explosive force of nuclear fusion pushes outward while gravity pulls inward. These two forces balance perfectly, holding the star together like those cards holding up the building. But eventually, the star runs out of fuel. The outward push stops. And just like kicking out the bottom cards, the entire structure comes crashing down in an instant. The star collapses so fast and so violently that its core gets crushed into a point smaller than a grain of sand. That tiny point now contains the mass of several suns. This is how a black hole is born, in the death scream of a giant star. Think about standing at the edge of a waterfall. There is a point where the current becomes too strong to swim against. Once you cross that line, nothing you do will save you. Black holes have their own invisible waterfall called the event horizon. It is not a physical wall you can touch. It is simply the point of no return. Cross it, and the black hole's gravity becomes inescapable. Scientists have actually photographed this boundary. In 2019, telescopes around the world combined to capture the shadow of a black hole in a distant galaxy. A dark circle surrounded by a glowing ring of superheated gas spiraling to its doom. That image confirmed what Einstein predicted a century earlier. Here is the strangest part. You cannot actually see a black hole. It is completely invisible. Light itself cannot escape to reach your eyes. So how do we know they exist? The same way you know wind exists even though you cannot see it. You see leaves rustling, flags waving, trees bending. Black holes reveal themselves through their effects on everything around them. Stars orbit invisible partners. Gas heats up to millions of degrees as it spirals inward, screaming X-rays into space. Entire galaxies get their shapes twisted and pulled by something massive lurking in their centers. The monster is invisible, but the evidence is everywhere. Right now, a black hole named Sagittarius A star sits 26,000 light-years away at the heart of our Milky Way. It has been there for billions of years, quietly growing, silently waiting. Stars dance around it like moths circling a flame, moving at millions of miles per hour just to avoid falling in. And here we are, tiny creatures on a small blue planet, peering across the cosmos at the most extreme objects in existence. We have learned to photograph the invisible, to map the unseeable, to understand the unimaginable. Black holes remind us that the universe is stranger and more violent than we ever dreamed. And somewhere in that darkness, space and time themselves are being devoured, one photon at a time. If this journey to the edge of the universe left you wanting more, subscribe and hit that like button. The cosmos has many more secrets waiting to be explored.